Welcome to Cooking with Andrea. I'm super excited. I'm making burritos, asada burritos today. Yum! I love burritos. So right down my alley. I already have my asada meat seasoned on one side. I did it a couple hours ago just so it would be sitting in it, nice and thin. I'm gonna turn it over, and I am gonna put some more lemon pepper. I just season mine with lemon pepper, and that's it, because I have garlic, I already have onion in my food. I'm going to make a little mix to put in my burritos. This is how I make mine. These are delicious. You know, I come from San Jose, California, and boy, there they got Mexican food, burritos like crazy. I grew up eating burritos. We always made burritos as a family. So lemon pepper just to season my meat. Now, I made my own rice, Spanish rice. I always make a batch. Sometimes I make white rice or I'll make Spanish rice. It depends what mood or what I'm going to eat more that week. Excuse me. Excuse me. I have fresh Spanish rice made. I also have fresh white rice. We ate rice this week quite a bit. So I'm going to move my meat because this is ready to go to the grill. So I took some out of my freezer, my Spanish rice. Now I'm going to move that over. Now we're going to go beans. I have my rice in my meat in my Ziploc bags, you know, like how we always vacuum seal ours, so that I can make fresh foods, freeze them, and that's how I do meals faster at night, or I do meal preps, so that, you know, I can watch our consumption and so forth. I'm just going to take my fresh made pintos and I'm going to put them in a pan. And what I'm going to do is end up just heating them up, reheating them. That's it. They're going to be absolutely delicious. You know, made everything here at home. Beans let soak overnight, then boiled them for about 2.5 hours. Only thing in here is some garlic and some onion, and they taste delicious. We already had them the first night I made them. So this is my beans. So everything is coming from my freezer, and we had already pre-made it, pre-prepped it or something, so that, you know, we're not eating out as much and so forth. Okay, so with this all being said and done, this wonderful pan is for my big giant tortilla. So I wanted to show you what I do. When I make burritos for our family, instead of having to go get all these different sauces, you know, Tomatillo, Taco Bell, La Victoria, normally when I make asada burritos, I use a fresh, just garden mix. So I have 5 tomatoes here, and I'm just going to throw them in my food processor, which I'm going to do, but I just wanted you to see me cutting it, because pretty much everything is already done. Like I said, a lot of times I do rice and beans so that we have them on hand. It's a good food for us to have on hand. And that's kind of just truly how we eat Monday through Friday. You know, we're busy, got work, got, you know, things to do, people to take care of, you know, we got to go. We don't have time. Can't be doing all this fancy stuff during the week sometimes. Sometimes we can, sometimes we can't. So this is why I'm doing this. So this is my 5th tomato. I'm going to just throw it right in here like this, eat nice and even. Okay, I've got 1 whole jalapeno cut here. I took the seeds out. So I don't want it to be too hot. I want it to be delicious, but not too hot. So it's mimicking like a salsa. So what I'm doing, or a pico de gallo, you know, just grounded. So what I'm doing is cleaning my jalapeno, taking the seeds out, because they will be spicy even if you take the seeds out. If you like a lot of spice, keep your seeds in. I say go for it. But my family does not like a whole lot of that kind of heat. You know, not too much, but like I say, these are flavorful. Oh, they smell delicious. You can smell them. Okay, I can smell the cilantro. So I'm just doing a rough cut on these. Garlic, I have 4 cloves of garlic. I'm just gonna cut it, not too much. Just giving it a help so the food processor doesn't have to work so hard. Just get it all around so it swirls evenly. I've got 3/4 cup of cilantro. This is a flavorful, you don't have to do this part, but I'm going to tell you something. This stuff tastes fantastic. Like you're making a salad, you're tired of salad dressing, or you have some fresh seafood, or even steak too. You can put this right on your steak. Okay, now I'm going to take a half of white onion and just going to go ahead and just cut it like 3 times. That's good enough. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a blend. And I'm going to take this steak out to the grill. I'll blend this up. And then what I'll do is as soon as the steak is cooked, which will only take probably about 6 minutes, 3 minutes on each side. It's that thin. And then as soon as this is blended, we'll come back and we're going to start assembling our beautiful Asada burritos. Welcome back. I've got the little type of salsa I have here ready. And I got the steak, the asada meat all done. Have it already sliced. It's nice and thin. It's got little tiny pink right there, which is good. And it is absolutely delicious. I've already tried it. Tender, everything. Okay, so I went ahead and blended. Basically, this is like when you have street tacos and you get cilantro and onion, but it has jalapeno and tomato. So it's going to give you all your flavor and you don't have to use. This is like when you're in line at the burrito stand or the taqueria. They go, you want hot or mild? And you go, mild. I say mild. Or just say hot. This is what they're putting in there. Sometimes it is a salsa they use. They make their own. But basically this is the same. That's good. It's got a little zing. Needs a little bit more salt. Because there's no salt in here whatsoever. A little bit more. But basically onion, garlic, tomato, jalapeno. You can taste a little bit of jalapeno. It tastes so good, but it's not hot at all. And you can control this. No seeds doesn't make it as hot. But you can taste the onion. You can taste the garlic. You're going to get all those flavorful bites. Well, this is good enough for me. I put probably about a half a teaspoon of salt in there. Pretty good. See what you think. Sometimes I put salt, sometimes I don't. I actually salt more when I'm on camera than when I'm not. Most of the time I just use pepper. Okay, my pan is nice and warm. I'm going to put my microwave on for 27 seconds to warm my tortilla. And I've got a big old burrito sized tortilla. I'm going to take my pan off because my stove gets really hot. Only reason I put my tortilla in the microwave and I only put it on for like 10 seconds is just so that when I fold it, it doesn't break. That's why I like to make my own tortillas, because I could take my own tortilla and start folding it and I could do it over and over 2-3 times and it won't hurt my tortilla. But I can't promise with this one that it won't hurt your tortilla. It won't hurt. It won't break it. So remember, I have our fresh Spanish rice here. You can use a white rice too. And what I'm going to do is just a spoonful and a half is what I'm going to do for my rice. Because one thing I'm bad at though is I'm called an overstuffer. I like to stuff. Here is 1 cup of beautiful asada meat. And if you want a little bit more, put a little bit more. Oh, and I was going to tell you, you could do strips like this. Or you can do, so this would be like a cup and a half. That's a nice amount of meat. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the cheese right here. And I'm going to put a nice healthy dose of cheese. You want there to be flavor. And this is where I'm going to put my pico. It's going to be good. And just don't need a lot. All it is here is to flavor your food. Look at it. So it's very small because you can use your own hot sauce or you can use some more of this. This is just going to be your onion, your garlic, your tomato. That just flavors everything. And you don't need to use it either if you don't want. Like sometimes I don't like to use it. Sometimes I just want to eat. But when I want a real flavorful, like authentic burrito, I do it this way. And I'm just going to go ahead. And then I'm going to scoop a half more on there. See, I told you this is a big old fat burrito. More cheese. And then what I'm going to do is, oh, you know what? Look at, I overstuffed that big fat boy. Oh, jeez. It's stuffed to the gills. We're going to put some guacamole here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to tuck and we're going to roll. This is like the burritos I used to get in San Jose. You know, back in the day, I used to pay $5 for these things. Absolutely delicious. And I'm not joking. It was really this big. It was like everybody used to go, oh, the newborn baby's ready. And so what's going to happen is it's going to be nice and tucked beautifully. And we're good there. And what we're going to do is we're just going to heat it. And as soon as it's done heating, we'll go ahead and we'll plate it. I'm going to turn off my beans. I'm going to move everything back. But the asada came out perfect. If you can find an Asian market or a Mexican market, sometimes you can buy them already pre-sliced, real super thin, just like that. I slice my own. I have a slicer, so I just sliced my own. Absolutely beautiful, my tortillas. And now what I'm doing is I'm just going to brown my tortilla on both sides. I'm going to heat it. And we'll be right back. Welcome back. Oh, looks delicioso. Look at that nice golden side. That's a darker golden. Yum. Everything looks good. Look at this thing. It's huge. My hand is huge. It's the size of my hand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut it. Oh my gosh, but the crunch is great that you get from when you toast. Look at that burrito. That's the way it's supposed to look. I should have put a little bit more avocado, but I didn't. You know, I don't eat a lot of avocado in my burritos, but I should have put a little bit more. But I'll drape a little bit over there so you can see that it does have the avocado inside. But this is my simple, easy burrito. Like I said, pre-made beans, pre-made rice. Took thin cuts of asada, went out to the grill, grilled it, took onion, cilantro, tomato, jalapeno, just blended it real good so that it would get nice and creamy in my burrito. And look at all that cheese that's in there and the fresh beans. So our asada burrito is ready to go. This is basically like adding cilantro, onions, and so forth, except for you get a little bit more because of the jalapeno, a little kick. If you like the content, if you would please like, subscribe, and share, I'd be most grateful. And for everybody who's supporting me right now, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love cooking and all the support I'm getting. It allows me to cook more. And I really do appreciate you. Thank you. And I hope you all have a blessed week.